Good afternoon, everyone. We're in the picturesque setting in the Lockyer Valley at the Gatton Football Club for this NPL Queensland Round 10 clash between the Southwest Queensland Thunder and Moreton Bay. A couple of the Gatton Redbacks juniors, the Mini Roos, assisting their team out this afternoon. Match officials and both sets of players just gathering for the pre-match rituals. Let's take you through the two team lineups for this afternoon. In goal for the Southwest Queensland Thunder is Jacob Sale, 4 Federico Brazuca, 5 Wade Hall, 8 Emmanuel Phillip, 10 Jackson Frankie, 11 Chris Hatfield. There's an appreciation for the Mini Roos leaving the park. 13 Lathan Dunn, 15 Anthony Grant, 16 Jack Percy, 18 Riley Lobwain and 21 Jordan Howard. The substitutes for the Thunder this afternoon is Caleb Burgess, Mitch Tansky, Alec Gasky, Daniel Webber and the reserve keeper Riley Mason. Two skippers out there, Alex Janowski from Moreton Bay and Jack Percy for Southwest Queensland Thunder, conducting the coin toss as we take you through the Jets lineup for this afternoon. And in goal is Bazad, the rest of the squad. 2 Nick Bernardi, 3 Jake Mitchell, 4 Matt Burns, 6 Sam Dickinson, 8 Matt Capello, 9 Riley Campbell, 10 Sekou Jamonde, 11 Brenton Fox, 14 Alex Janowski, 15 Chomarop, 16 Omar Siddiqui, 18 Ben Harris and 20 Riley Mason. Trent Sleeman is the referee in the middle for this round 10 clash this afternoon. Sun setting behind us in the west. It's a perfect afternoon for football. Not a grip of breeze, it appears like. A breath of breeze, I should say. The two teams are going to switch ends, though. Around about 27 degrees. And conditions will become cooler, obviously, as the sun starts to set in the west even further. So glad you can join us this afternoon on the Football Queensland Facebook page or the YouTube channel if you prefer. Looks like we're just about set now for kick-off. Final checks from the referee with his 2 assistants. It'll be the Thunder that will get us underway. Through Chris Hatfield. So round 10 of the NPL Queensland. The live stream this weekend from the NPL. Southwest Queensland Thunder versus Moreton Bay from the Gatton Football Club. An early touch for Brasaka for the Thunder. Intercepted by Bernardi for the Jets. All the way back to the keeper for Sale, who comes under pressure. And the ball ends up in the back of the net. Janowski almost picked off the keeper. Referee spots the foul, though. So Sale lucky there for the Thunder. Has the free kick. Sends it into his side's attacking half. Kabombo. Now done. Between the legs of Harris. And now Bazard's first touch of the afternoon for the left back. Harris, who sees the ball slide past him. Done. Dispossessed by Stroggett, who I didn't have the initial squad. Attempted clearance from Mitchell. One there by Phillip. Couldn't get the return ball. Jamonde searching for Fox up front. Sale initially out of his area, retreats and picks up the ball. Played square by Percy, the skipper of the Southwest Queensland Thunder. Howard. Bruzaka. Searching ball forward. Jets come away with it though on the halfway line. Jamonde for Bernardi. Both those players involved in the Brisbane Premier League last year for Lions and Mitchelton respectively. The experience of Matt Byrne. Played professionally in Europe. Here's Byrne again. Capello playing in the 6 role this afternoon. Mitchell. Just puts the hand up. Says we're just going to compose ourselves a little. Small pitch here at Gatton, and perhaps the Jets just searching to make the adjustments required on the smaller pitch than we normally see. Although some would claim that their home ground of Walter Park is similar. It's 12th versus 5th coming into today's encounter. Southwest Queensland Thunder with the 2 wins from 9 matches played so far. The Jets sit in 5th with 5 wins from 9 as well. It's Grant now for Hatfield, who's been a regular contributor to goals of the week. Leading goal scorer for the Thunder so far this year, Chris Hatfield with 4. As the Jets look to play it out of defence. Bernardi down the right touchline. Fox, can he outpace his opponent? Initially looked to drift across in for Jamonde. Blocked at the feet of the Thunder defender though. Fox for Dickinson. Bernardi wins the ball for his side, turns it straight over to Phillip though. Wins it back, Bernardi. Capello also chipping in. Turn comes from Grant. As the Jets attempt to stop the forward progress of the Thunder. Capello. Jets player who's just stayed down momentarily. Might be Dickinson, it was. Throwing comes for Jamonde. Calling for it at the far post is Harris, who scored in the Jets' 3-1 win last week against the Sunshine Coast Fire, as Janowski has a go from long distance. And almost ends up on the Warrego Highway to the left of us. The road between Brisbane and Toowoomba. As I said before, at Gatton, around about 40 kilometres east of Toowoomba. Thunder still waiting to get back into their normal home of Clive Berghofer Stadium in Toowoomba. Just the one game played there from memory so far. They've been a bit of a nomadic existence so far in 2018. Here's Byrne. Free man out on here to the left is Mitchell, and that's exactly where Byrne comes. Here is Mitchell. Tall, lanky defender. Harris shields the ball from his opponent. Goes right along that touchline. Didn't cross the ball all of the touchline. And it'll be a corner for the Jets after the run from Stroggets down the left-hand side. Fox it will be to come and take it here for his side. Second leading goal scorer for the Jets this year with 4 goals that he's contributed. Variation on the corner, played for Capello, outside the box, drifts one in towards the back stick. Byrne heads on. Dunn clears away. Might break for the Thunder. Hatfield. Good run. Looking for the offside. Wasn't. Oh, hang on. The assistant has stuck up the flag. He initially went to stick up the flag, brought it down. I thought he might have been indicating that the player on the right was offside and the player on the left was clear in Hall. And he has decided to stick up the flag. So any chance that the Thunder had of opening proceedings, the assistant referee has denied any claims. Here's Capello. Harris and Mitchell. As I mentioned before, Moreton Bay coming off a last start 3-1 victory against the Sunshine Coast Fire on the Sunshine Coast last week. And Gimonde will be picked up for offside this time at the other end. And you probably would have been expecting that scoreline to be a lot bigger than what it was, given the Fire's form so far in 2018. Southwest Queensland Thunder last week suffered a 4-1 defeat to Lions. Their last winning coming in Mackay around about a month ago, where they defeated the Magpie Crusaders by 4-3. And as always, we will take you around the grounds with games being played tonight. The Magpies Crusaders in action against the Brisbane Roar down at the Logan Metro Sports Park. There is a FQPL game currently in progress in Bundaberg, and already Eastern Suburbs have scored a goal against Wide Bay. So after 11 minutes, it's East leading Wide Bay in the FQPL by 1-0. Other matches in the NPL tonight. Brisbane City take on Olympic in the Coffee Derby. That kicks off at 6:30. I mentioned before the Brisbane Roar Youth at home to Magpies Crusaders. These are all 7 o'clock kickoffs, along with Redlands versus North Queensland, Cairns against Western Pride, and Lions host Gold Coast United. One game in the NPL tomorrow from the Sunshine Coast, where the Fire host the Strikers in that traditional rivalry that stretches back to the QSL days. Not quite the same rivalry it is just at the moment that it was back then. Fire will be hoping to spring a surprise tomorrow, as this free kick is played short by Dunn, and then didn't really get any purchase on that result at the end. Wide of the target. No trouble to the Jets keeper, Bazad. And the Thunder happy with that effort, and Bazad being contained. As well as that win at the Sunshine Coast last week. The Jets also coming off a midweek FFA Cup win over the FQPL's Southside Eagles by 4-0. Here's Gimonde. Can Fox use his pace to try and get on the end of that ball? Sail out of his area. Yeah, the referee's just blown his whistle. Just waiting for the ball to come back, and Bernardi can restart us once more. As always, we want to know where you're tuning in from this afternoon, this morning, this evening, wherever it is that you might be. Give us a comment on the Facebook post for the live stream. Even let us know who you're supporting. Shane Rinke commenting, looks like a great field, that one. It has been turned out in excellent condition at Gatton this afternoon. Very lush, very green. Very reminiscent of the rolling hills that you might see off in the background. Some very lush farming land as I was making the drive in from Brisbane. Hacked away by Sale. First trip out to Gatton, and it's a very idyllic setting. In fact, nice drive in. Population of about 8,000 people in the township. Good crowd on hand, taking advantage of the facilities, sitting on the hill, enjoying a wonderful Saturday afternoon of football. Here's Bernardi. Janowski at the edge of the box for the Jets. Won by Thunder. Trying to regain his feet is Grant. They've turned over the ball again to the Jets. Really both sides just having a struggle retaining possession at the moment. You'd fancy that the first team that can sort that out will break this deadlock. Handball goes against. So I understand we've got a few issues with our scoreboard graphic this afternoon. So if you have just joined us, it is 0-0 here in Gatton. We've played 15 minutes. The clock's stuck on 0, I'm told. So 15 minutes, I'll keep you up to date with the times of how long we've had in this game. Here's Struggets. Touchback by Fox for Capello. Both coaches very animated on the sideline. Francesco Zanichelli for the Thunder and Purianabi for the Jets. Tried to link up that time with Dunn. It would have been a free man. Howard. Still looking to come out on the left this time. Hall. Neither keeper worried too much in the first quarter of an hour. Neither having to make a firm save. Lifted high by Hatfield. As the Thunder forced a retreat to go forward. Picked up by Bernardi. Flame-haired right winger. Lobwayne. Done. Squeezed by Harris. Here's Stroggett, slides past him. Mopping up for the Thunder is done. And referee picks out a free kick going the Thunder's way this time. Taken by Frankie. Hall. Referee indicating dangerous play, it looked like, for the high foot. Byrne. Now Mitchell. Jamonde might be even too far for him. He managed to get across in at the end. There's no one in yellow shirts lurking though. Fox was arriving. Fraction too late though as Sale reeled the ball in. Jofsky on the halfway line. Mitchell. Back by Dickinson. Capello. Fox. Donati was arriving to help him out. Fox delivers the cross in. Chested on by Janowski for the Jets. Takes a shot! And not far away at all. That's the first serious shot we've seen in anger this afternoon. Coming from Alex Janowski. "18 minutes in, 0-0. Plenty of tall timber out there this afternoon for both sides. The two of the defenders for the Thunder, 18 Riley Lobwain and 4 Federico Brazaka. Certainly providing plenty of height in that Thunder backline. Here's Janowski again, the Jet skipper. Fox loses out to Phillip. Threaded through by Bernardi for Janowski. Dickinson looks up. Can spot Harris at the back post. Cross. Drifts past him though. Mitchell. Capello. And Byrne will settle down the situation for the Jets. Fox. Switch of play. Picks out Harris on this left-hand side. Just couldn't control it, could Harris? Ball sent long by Dunn. In the defensive area for the Jets, Bazard. Finds his right back in Bernardi. Once again for the keeper who's made the jump from Albany Creek in the Flight Centre Brisbane Premier League from last year, just like his coach has, Pirianabi. Mentioned the FFA Cup before. Moreton Bay will be looking to replicate their run from last year. Said the win against Southside Eagles in midweek. They learnt their next opponent for round 5 on Thursday. And that will be up against another FQPL side in South United. Of course, Moreton Bay made it to the round of 16 in the FFA Cup, the national stages last year for the first time. After defeating Broadmeadow Magic in the round of 32. First All-Queensland clash last year. When in the round of 16 they lost out to Gold Coast City in the round of 16 in extra time. As the natural light starts to fade, the lights are on in Gatton. Brazaka dominant in the air there for the Thunder. Convincing header on. Here's Hall. Slide ball into the box for Hatfield. Making the run was Grant. Hatfield continues to keep it alive here for his side. Good strong work from Chris Hatfield in being able to evade the defender and deliver the ball in for the cross. Came to naught in the end though. First year at the club for the Thunder's leading goal scorer so far in 2018, Chris Hatfield. Almost took a deflection. Well, did take a deflection. It could have ended up anywhere. Goes out for a corner though. Hatfield coming from the New South Wales NPL 1 in the off-season to link up with the Thunder. Here's Fox's corner for the Jets. Lofted high by Janowski. Bernardi was there, couldn't get to it. And now the Thunder through Frankie. Dickinson back for his keeper. The wandering Bazad. Back by Dickinson for Stroggets. Looked to initially link up with Janowski. As the Jets decide to go backwards. Bazad. Dickinson. Harris. Nardi might come under a bit of pressure from Hatfield. As the Jets try to determine which way they need to go to try and break down a way through this blue wall. Bernardi's going to have a bit of space to move into to bring it into the attacking half. Jamonde comes searching for the ball up against Phillip. Harris up against Dunn. And the referee's deemed that he's infringed. Harris having a few words to say to his opponent. So we're 24 minutes in. And we're goalless here at Gatton in this round 10 NPL Queensland live stream between the Thunder and the Jets. Let's check in around the grounds once more. And the game that's currently in progress in Bundaberg and Eastern Suburbs have extended their lead out to 2-0 against Wide Bay. The Buccaneers, even after missing a penalty, Easts. An up and down season the Tigers have had. Of course, we saw them a couple of weeks ago on the live stream where they convincingly beat Rochedale 6-0, then lost to Wolves in the Women's Base Club's first win of the season. And then bounced back again last week. East putting 7 away against the currently hapless Holland Park Hawks. Oh, he's going to make his defender do some work there, Bazad. Mitchell didn't have a lot of chance at all, and the Thunder looked to capitalise by taking the quick throw in. Has the ball crossed that goal line? No, says the assistant. Saved by Harris from going out for a corner. It'll be a throw in deep instead for the Thunder. So on this small pitch, will Dunn go deep into the box? Attempted touch comes there from Howard. Chested by Dunn. Looks to bustle Janowski off the ball. And the referee awards the decision to the home side. So Hatfield leaves it for Dunn. Also there for the Thunder is Jackson Frankie. Bazad lines up his wall. There'll be just 2 in it. Stroggets and Dickinson. Free kick will be taken by Dunn. Here comes a free kick. Deep in towards the back stick. Nodded on by the Thunder player. Still alive. Come under the pressure. The Jets' defence, can it be put away? It can. And the Thunder score the opening goal of this encounter on 27 minutes. Southwest Queensland Thunder lead the Jets by 1-0. The dangerous free kick near the corner of the box into a crowded pack. And the Thunder able to poke the ball away. And they would have been firm favourites coming into this match, the Jets, but they'll have to come from behind in order to secure the 3 points now. Confirm that goal scorer for you in just a moment. So the Jets on the back pedal after, if anything, they probably had the better of the attacking chances so far in this game. Bernardi. Not the most convincing play. Capello. Mitchell. It's Anthony Grant who scored the goal for the Thunder. Hatfield. Fox, 2 number 11s go at it. Hatfield wins out that time. The goal scorer Grant. Hatfield was looking for a free kick. The referee kept the whistle by the side. He's done for Hatfield. Good to see Tim and Rach Gasky supporting their nephew, Alec Gasky, for the Thunder, who's on the bench at the moment. Referee just checking in with Sekou Jamonde on that far side. Looks okay. Alexandria Hatfield also watching on from Sydney. Go Crispy. Is that the nickname, Alexandria? Chris Hatfield. I'd certainly be happy with the way that the Thunder have gone in this opening 31 minutes. A bit of pedanticness from the referee has irritated the Jet supporters. Small in number, vocal though. Phillip. Strockets with the win for the Jets. Fox for Jamonde, referee playing advantage. Dickinson. And Capello. Mitchell, no way forward for the Jets at the moment. Plenty of blue shirts helping out in attack. Bernardi, can he help a way to try and break down this defence? Jamonde in the corner, pinned was Brazaka. His only real option was to play it across that far sideline. Janowski. Mitchell. Fox. Mitchell looks up. Free man out on the right will be Dickinson. Looping around is Bernardi. Can he reel it in? Into the post behind and out for a corner. In it comes, in towards the penalty spot. No one really rising highest to it first. Byrne tried to blast one through the pack. Straight into the back of the legs of the Thunder player, though, as the Thunder try to press the two Moreton Bay defenders that have remained behind after that corner. Long clearance from Sale. Bernardi will have plenty of time to get to this one, compose himself, look up, and just assess the situation. He'll leave that job now to Bazad. Dickinson. Calling for it was Harris. Two number 18s go at it. Harris. Half jinking run. Byrne in towards the back post. And collected by Sale. In front of Stroggets. And there's a Thunder player who goes down. The referee will come in to check when the keeper clears the ball away and it crosses the sideline. And now that Southwest Queensland Thunder player in Brazaka will receive some attention from the Thunder physio. So 34 minutes completed. If you have just joined in, we've got a few problems with our clock on the scoreboard graphic this afternoon. I can tell you it's 34 minutes completed, therefore 11 to half-time, plus the stoppages. We're out at Gatton, where the hosts lead 1-0, and one famous, certainly on the local football scene, player that's come from Gatton, the Redbacks as they're affectionately nicknamed, Trent Clulo. Applied his trade here at Gatton as a junior. Of course, now back at the Brisbane Strikers after a year with the Bentley Greens and the NPL Victoria last year. As Brazaka limps away from the field. And after the support from Tim and Rach Gasky, good to see Matt and Beck Gasky, parents of Alec Gasky, also showing their support for their 16-year-old son, sitting on the bench this afternoon. What an achievement for a 16-year-old to be called up into the first team. Thank you, Phil Davis. I'll come back to your comment in just a moment. Here's Jamonde in the box. There's a crowd of blue shirts that come to him. Three of them, in fact. Claims of handball well and truly fall on deaf ears. Along with Trent Clulo, Ryan Stenhouse, now at Roachdale Rovers. Another former Gatton Junior. There was another one I couldn't remember. Thanks for jogging the memory, Phil. And based on that, he'll probably want me to go around and tell you what's going on in Bundaberg and get an update there. It's 3-0 Eastern Suburbs now over the Wide Bay Buccaneers after 38 minutes. Here comes Bernardi's cross. Janowski held off it. Trying to mop up the seconds in case the Thunder made a mistake. Stroggets. Good contest here. Good one running from Capello to try and shut the Thunder down and not give them any free rein to make it easy for them to get out of their own half. Here's Janowski. Hassled by Grant. Referee Trent Sleeman says it was unfairly by the goal scorer. Anthony Grant scored on 27 minutes for the Thunder. Hacked away by Brazaka, who's up and running again after being forced to leave the field momentarily for some treatment. On by Hall. Quick movement by the Thunder. Referee playing advantage. Might come back for that one. There was a hefty challenge on Mitchell, I think it was. A Sale clears away once more, just limping it off. Is Mitchell in the back play for the Jets? Phillip. Hatfield. Oh, good win. Had to be decisive. Did burn. Experienced defender. Mitchell appears to be okay now. Dunn attempting to outrun Mitchell. Corner for the Thunder. An opportunity to double their lead. And that's going to evade everyone. Looks like Wobwayne on the far side to chase it down. Here's Hall. And now Frankie. Gets around Bernardi. Frankie. No one ahead of him. And an easy collect for Bayzad in the Moreton Bay goal. 5 minutes plus stoppages to the first half break. Stroggett, dispossessed by Hall. Pretty good effort from Wade Hall so far in defence. Bernardi. Jamonde. Got to try and beat two defenders. Oh, runs into... There's been a bit of a head clash there, I think, so play will continue though. Hatfield at the other end. Both those players remain down. It was a heavy clash. Referee should really stop play here, but he's going to allow it to continue. I think he's going to realise the situation that's happened. And yeah, both players down, and the referee will come over to check. It was a heavy clash from Jamonde, the Jets. I'm not sure the Thunder player that was involved, though. They've both remained down. Is it Brazaka again for Thunder? No, it's Jordan Howard, I think. Jamonde's back on his feet. It is Jordan Howard for the Thunder. Jamonde, hands on knees. Thumbs up coming from the Thunder coaching staff for Jordan Howard on his health. He'll be assisted to the sideline. Jamonde also making his way over to the far side as well. Opportunity to tell you that the live streaming continues tomorrow on the Football Queensland Facebook page or the YouTube channel if you prefer. Double header for you tomorrow afternoon from the FQPL at 3 p.m. Simon Smale will have Ipswich Knights versus Mitchelton, and then at 5 p.m. Darren Lutton with the Jets versus Madrabar in the NPLW. Those are the games coming up tomorrow on the Football Queensland Facebook page. 2 live streams, 3 and 5 for all your football fix. Get to the Football Queensland Facebook page tomorrow afternoon. So both players waiting at the sideline and halfway at the far side. Just waiting for Trent Sleeman to let them back out in the park. We're back to 11 on 11. This is Capello. Bernardi will bring it into the attacking half of the Jets. Jamonde. And he's had better crosses than that in the past, Sekou Jamonde. Sale in no rush to put this ball back into general play. We'll wait until Fox makes him to play it. Won by Harris. Straight back to the Thunder though. Frankie. Good win by Janowski. And now Fox. Threads the ball through for Jamonde. Hall comes to him quickly. Jamonde. And Sale with the save at the near post. Thrown out for Lob Wayne. Touch on from Hatfield. Here he is again, heavily involved, Chris Hatfield. Joined by Anthony Grant now on 4 goals as the season's leading scorer for the Thunder. Hatfield and Grant now both on 4 after Anthony Grant's goal earlier on. We're into the last minute of the 45 before stoppage time kicks in. Couple of injuries in this first half, so we might be expecting around about 3 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Hatfield's free kick. And no play required from Bezad in the Moreton Bay goal. He looks to move the ball back into play quickly and hasn't left the penalty area, so it'll be taken again. Just looks a bit casual at times. Bezad with his delivery. That was not overly well hit. And evidenced by it not clearing the penalty area. That definitely was. Hatfield. Or Crispy as I've now come to know him. Here's Byrne. Bernardi. Stroggets. Bernardi for Byrne. Bezad's going to get involved out of his area. Mitchell. Could have been close there with Hatfield lurking. Bezad going to boom this one long. Jamonde nods on for Fox. Wide out on the right. Brazaka looking to clear it out of his area. And I think the Jets will... No, they won't earn a corner. The throw-in, the referee is indicating, going Thunder's way. I think the assistant was flagging for a goal kick, though. Nervous times there for the Thunder in the first half of stoppage time. Time still for the Jets to take this one to the half-time break, and again the referee has overruled the assistant on the far side. Not making any friends here at the moment, Trent Hatfield. Trent Sleeman, I should say. Harris. Jamonde calling for it. There's a crowd of Jets players there, including Dickinson and Stroggets. Fox. Time perhaps to get a cross in. Stroggets, good win. Steps over the ball. Here's Fox. And nodded away by the defender in Brazaka. So one last chance perhaps here for the Jets before the half-time whistle is blown. We've had 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. Here comes the corner, delivered in, defended away. Grant. Jamonde. Now Fox. Just couldn't keep hold of it. Kept in by the Thunder. Straight to Burn though. Stroggets. Harris. Mitchell with the run. Can he deliver a ball into the box? Harris. Good stout defence from the Thunder, pressing against the Jets. Free man there, though, for the Jets inside the box. Jamonde tries to tuck it away. With his back to goal, makes the turn. There's two defenders there and ends up in the hands of the keeper in Sale. 3.5 minutes of stoppage time completed in this first half. Can't be too far away from the half-time whistle. It's a big semi-trailer. Passes us on the highway to the left. Need a bit more sense of urgency, the Jets, if they're looking to get back on parity before the break. Janowski on the halfway line for the Jets. Fox comes up against Hall. Flag is up from the assistant on the far side. 4.5 minutes of stoppage time now ticking over. And I've said it a couple of times, but now it generally might be the last chance for the Jets for half-time. Two in the wall for the Thunder. Awaiting this free kick. I think it's Capello to take it. Into the 6-yard box, knotted on by Mitchell. Janowski couldn't find a way through. And the Thunder scramble away from danger. That's the first half completed, and Anthony Grant's 27th minute goal is the difference between the sides at half-time here in Gatton. In Southwest Queensland, Thunder 1, Moreton Bay United 0. We're going to take a break, as the players do as well, for half-time. We'll see you back here shortly. Thunder 1, Jets 0.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
I could watch them all day. Even though here, you don't feel like you need to. These are the moments I'll remember. You see, to me, it's not so much just having us all together, but finding a place that really brings us together. That's what makes Oaks Oasis special. When you only get a few chances, it's important to make them count. After all, memories don't make themselves.
Audi Mini Rouge. Mini Star. Oh, Mini Star. Ah! Audi. Dream Team!
Reckon your kid could do better than Archie? We're looking for 4 mini stars to join the Aldi Mini Rouge Dream Team. If your kid's between 4 and 11, loves football, get them to make a video.
2 minutes max!
Showing us why they've got what it takes. If they're picked, they'll be part of the Aldi Mini Rouge Dream Team and the face of Aldi's wheat biscuits.
I thought I was meant to be on the box.
Audacious effort. Oh, it's going to go in. What a goal. Great thing. They did get the game for City. What a goal.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
I could watch them all day. Even though here, you don't feel like you need to. These are the moments I'll remember. You see, to me, it's not so much just having us all together, but finding a place that really brings us together. That's what makes Oaks Oasis special. When you only get a few chances, it's important to make them count. After all, memories don't make themselves.
We did great today. Audi Mini Rouge. Mini Star. Oh, Mini Star. Ah! Audi. Dream Team!
Reckon you could do better than Archie? We're looking for 4 mini stars to join the Aldi Mini Rouge Dream Team. Go between 4 and 11 football, get them to here. Showing us we've got what it takes. If they're picked, they'll be part of the Aldi Rouge team and the taste of Aldi biscuits.
I thought
So welcome back to Gatton. The sun has totally set in the west and the artificial lighting has taken over. Second half about to get underway in this NPL round 10 fixture, where the Southwest Queensland Thunder lead the Moreton Bay Jets by 1-0. The Thunder in the same situation last week, where they were leading 1-0 against Lions at half-time. They ended up going down 4-1 though, conceding 4 second half goals. For Thunder supporters, let's hope for your sake that they can play out a full 90 minutes and hold on to this lead to try and gain their third win of the season. Check in around the grounds in just a moment once we get underway for the second half. Doesn't look to be any changes made by either coach at the break. So we're underway, second half. Thunder leading the Jets by 1-0 around the grounds. In Bundaberg, Eastern Suburbs have a 4-0 lead against the Wide Bay Buccaneers at half-time. And 2 matches also now underway in the FQPL as we wait for this free kick to be taken by Brenton Fox of the Jets. Oh, sharp save there by Sale. Great save, clutching save. Away to his left. It was a sharp shot from the Jets player from close range, but Jacob Sale equal to the task. Yes, 7 minutes in the FQPL. No score between Southside Eagles and Rosedale. 2 minutes in, the same between Capella and Peninsula. And one other game due to kick off at 6 o'clock was Holland Park Hawks up against Wolves. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on around the grounds through the second half of this fixture between the Thunder and the Jets. Keep your comments coming on the Facebook post. Oh, it's a heavy clash. Hatfield has given away the free kick. Poor attempt. Comes out all right though for Dickinson, who played it straight at Hatfield. Is now just clutching at his chest. Just experiencing a bit of discomfort. You might be able to see that in the back play of our camera. A bit of byplay between Janowski and Frankie. He's looking a bit ginger at the moment, Hatfield, just hunched over. Let's keep an eye on that over the next couple of minutes or so. He's not bothering to put any pressure there on Bayzad. Bernardi. Janowski. And Bernardi again, up against Frankie. Sucking in deep breaths, Chris Hatfield. Probably just a little bit winded after taking that knock. Here he is. The throw in aimed towards him. Came to Dickinson, who was in front of him. Played on by Hatfield. Frankie's given it away. Janowski looking to put the ball back into play quickly. Down the line for Jamonde. Trying to slice between the two defenders. Good work from Sekou Jamonde. Did he get a hand to it? Sale. Fox to chase it down. Second opportunity for the Jets. Capello for Janowski. Again, Jamonde. Can it be kept in? What's the referee ruled here? He's ruled that yellow card to be handed out. Presumably against Jamonde. He and Brazaka tangled as the Jets make a change very quickly in this second half. It's Dickinson who departs the scene, and the player coming on is number 9, Riley Campbell, who normally plays in the front three. It just looks like he might be playing a midfield role at the moment. Here comes the free kick from Sale, hoisted long. Howard, then for Frankie. Frankie with the ball again. Soft touch by the goal scorer Grant. An attempt to link up with Frankie, who gets back to his feet. Bazad in search of Jamonde. Will try to win the second ball, the Jets. Bernardi, strong that time round. Plays of handball from Bazaka. No, says the referee. Jamonde. Stroggett's got in the way. Here's Stroggett from outside the box. High and wide of the target. So the Jets already showing their intent in this second half. Now, here come the Thunder. Well, it's taken a deflection. Could have gone anywhere. Frankie's shot after taking a deflection off the defender. Comes short. Do some of the players for the Thunder trying to provide the outlet for the corner taker, who then balked and might have just caused a bit of confusion straight across the goal line and out for a goal kick to the Jets. Capello. Here's Fox. Campbell now up front. Looks to have switched sides with Fox. Janowski. Byrne. And Bernardi. Chased down by Grant. Once again, the small but vocal Jets supporters on hand, thinking the referee should have pulled that one up for when Bernardi went down. Thunder look to clear their defensive lines. Janowski just had to stick the foot out to keep it in. Picked out the free kick, the referee. Hall against Janowski. So it must have been for an earlier incident because the ball's been brought more centrally. 4 in the wall for the Thunder. Janowski with the free kick. Here's Janowski's attempt. And once again, good save by Sale. Punching it around the bar. So Moreton Bay have been threatening in this first 5 minutes of the first half, but yet to find a way through the Thunder defence. Stroggets. Sent long by Capello. Jamonde couldn't chip the keeper. Wide shot of the target again for the Jets. We're right in front of the canteen here at Gatton, I can tell you. Smells like a great burger being cooked at the moment. Bit of fried onion perhaps as well. I think that's what I can smell. Janowski, touchback for Bernardi. There's the skipper again for the Jets. Ooh, oh, so close for Grant sticking out that foot and perhaps coming away with possession. Long throw it in towards the penalty spot. Here's Janowski from the edge of the box. And again, the Jets continue to pepper the Thunder goal, but yet to find a result. Capello has the win. Going down on the far side was done, it looked like. Right in front of the benches. That Thunder player has remained down. The referee indicates that the clock will be stopped. Now we're good to go again. Like Brenton Fox might have been receiving some instructions in that brief break of play. Chomarop is stripped on the far side and looked like he's ready to enter the fray. Meanwhile, Stroggets, once again the Thunder, able to cut out the Jets. And the referee in there very quickly. Someone's said a word or two. He's consulting with the assistant now, perhaps. So free kick to the Thunder in their attacking third. Ball boomed in and it beats everyone. Brazaka goes the back heel. Some tricky dancing footwork from Brazaka, the defender. Here's Hall. Jamonde up against Phillip. And now that change will be made for Moreton Bay when the referee becomes aware of it, and he is now. So it'll be Chomarop coming on in jersey 15. The player he'll be replacing is Lockie Stroggets in 19. So Chomarop, another one of those players to make the jump up from Albany Creek in the Flight Centre Brisbane Premier League in 2017 up into the Moreton Bay Jet squad for 2018. Hatfield. Good work for Grant. Janowski. Arup adding a bit of height up front for the Jets. Just took a heavy touch, did Campbell. The other substitute that's come on. Frankie. Phillip. Now, has he got in behind the defence? Hatfield. Almost got goal side of the defender. And now to create the one-on-one opportunity had he done so. Hall's been busy and couldn't get an effective first touch on it. So approaching the hour mark. And Thunder still have that slender 1-0 lead. Strong work against Arup from Brazaka. That's a good physical match. Keep an eye on that one. Arup saying, why didn't I get the free kick? He was all into my back. Tend to kind of agree with him, actually. Flag's gone up for offside against the Jets. Janowski was asked by his teammates to let it go. So I should have said Capello. Burns sent on a bit of a quest for the ball after being overhit by Bernardi. Mitchell. Oh, and the Jets players remain down after that heavy collision. Not able to get back to his feet at all. It's not Fox. I thought it was Fox initially. Capello. Limping on that far side. Is it Mitchell, I think? Sale clears in the nick of time with Jamonde advancing. One by Harris. Mitchell. Ball out on the left. Again, the Thunder continue to press against this Jet side. Jamonde in search of Campbell. And doesn't work out for the Jets. Let's take you around the ground again. Well, we have a temporary break in play with the ball going behind the goal. So Eastern Suburbs have scored in the second half to extend their lead out to 5-0 against the Wide Bay Buccaneers after 67 minutes in Bundaberg in the FQPL. Scores in the other three games are kicked off at 6 o'clock. Southside Eagles and Rochedale at 0-0 midway through the first half. Holland Park and Wolves 0-0 after a quarter of an hour, though Holland Park have just scored and Peninsula lead Capella 19 minutes in by 1-0. So perhaps a bit of confidence there for the Hawks after conceding 7 goals in 3 consecutive matches. Each of those 3 matches. Referee's blown the whistle again. It's been a bit of a stop-start affair. Fox making his point known to referee Trent Sleeman. Players just waiting at the edge of the books as his ball is delivered in directly from the free kick. And flag up again. Ball's crossed the line this time on this near side. Stats so far, Moreton Bay have dominated the possession 68% to 32. Both teams with 2 shots on target though. The Thunder with 3 off target. The Jets with 5, so 7 shots at goal in total for the Jets, 5 for the Thunder. Despite that healthy advantage in possession, it is the Thunder that lead the Jets 1-0 with only 32% of the possession. Burn. No foul, no foul. The call from his Thunder teammates. And this time referee Sleeman indicates a stray hand in trying to fend off the Moreton Bay player. Or the Moreton Bay player with the stray fend. As we see a change now for the Thunder. And the goal scorer, Anthony Grant, will be replaced. Taking his place will be number 23, Daniel Webber. It's the first change of the night for the hosts. Just over 25 minutes to play in this encounter now. Can the Thunder hold on to this lead for their 3rd win of the season? Will the Jets be able to stage some sort of comeback? Hatfield up against 2 defenders. Hall. Look good in that area of the park. Good shielding from Brazaka. I told you it'd be a good battle between Brazaka and Arop physically. Similar statures. Was Hatfield fouled? Certainly coming under heavy attention. I'm sure the Jets players well know his ability. Now, Bernardi and Hatfield have got in a tangle. There's a good contest for the ball, and then Hatfield was going down. Bernardi held the leg, and now Matt Byrne trying to intervene and stop some hot-headedness. The referee, what's he going to do here? He's going to have a chat to both protagonists, I feel. He's having a chat to Jake Mitchell. So here's Hatfield and Bernardi. Just trying to pick up whether I could hear any of the referees' discussion there. Keep an eye on that one for the last 25 minutes or so. Bernardi and Hatfield. Bazab with the clearance. Shielded by Brazaka for his keeper, and Sale collects. Referee just has to make sure that this one remains contained. Obviously a tight affair. Everything on the line for both sides. Jets need the 3 points in order to stay in touch with the top 4. Phillip Now, it's Bernardi. Ball in front of Arop. Back heel from Gimondo. The flag once again goes offside against the Jets. Nothing clicking for them at the moment. I think the Jets complaining that Thunder are guilty of some time wasting. Gimondo, referee playing advantage once more. There he'll bring it back. And the yellow card comes out for the Thunder player. It's starting to get just a little bit scrappy now. As I said, the referee really needs to keep a lid on this one. Midway through the second half. Thunder with the 1-goal lead over the Jets. Trent Sleeman just completing his paperwork, and then we'll be able to get underway once more. Bernardi. Capello just throws back the head after passing that ball on. Acknowledging that wasn't really helping his side. Harris. Can Fox come to it up against Phillip? So can the Jets hold on to it here for a little bit? Bernardi goes himself from long range, frustrated, from about 30 yards out. And the assistant referee is having a good chat to the Jets bench, and now the referee coming over as well. I bet you I know who the issue is with here. Talking to by the referee to both Dave Harris and the head coach Piri Anabi, it looked like. Pretty sure we've got the option for referees in the NPL and FQPL to issue red and yellow cards to technical area staff should they so desire. Janowski wins it back again, the influential skipper. Jets from Fox. And the home crowd again appreciating the efforts of Jacob Sale in goal, who remains down. That'll give us the opportunity once again to go around the grounds and keep you up to date with what's going on and where. Let's firstly take you to the FQPL and Eastern Suburbs. We'll collect the 3 points in Bundaberg. 78 minutes gone, and they are 7-0 leaders over the Wide Bay Buccaneers. Still 0-all between Southside Eagles and Rochdale. That after 34 minutes. Holland Park have extended their lead over Wolves to 2-0 after 25. And there's been a flurry of goals at John Fredericks Park. Peninsula Power still lead, though, 2-1 over Capella. 29 minutes played, and I'm sure we're underway at Brisbane City. We are just 3 minutes gone there, and no score just yet. So, Sale and the Southwest Queensland Thunder physio just having a conversation. Play will restart with the drop ball. Physio hasn't quite left the field yet. So Sale booms this one long. It's Hatfield and the substitute Webber up front for the Thunder. Hall. Win by Frankie against Capello. Here's Harris. Operating down that left wing is Jamonde with pace for the Jets. Gets his way into the box. Jamonde, will he go himself or try to link up with one of his teammates? Again, the Thunder forced to play it out for a corner. Fox to take it. It's not a tall keeper. Jacob Sale. Another time around for the Thunder, this time from the opposite side of the park. Their 7th corner of the evening. What can Fox do this time? Janowski plays it out for the corner taker in Fox, and Dunn earns the plaudits of the home crowd. Swift action to shut the Jets down. Fox. Jamonde. And once again, the assistant referee on this side has indicated a goal kick. And the referee quick to overrule him. 8th corner now for the Jets in this match. Just over a quarter of an hour to play. Poor pass from Janowski. Don't say that too often. Jets looking very frustrated out there at the moment. As I said earlier, they would have been heavy favourites. Here's Campbell! And Riley Campbell has equalised for the Jets. I was just about to say that they would be heavy favourites. That's why the frustration would be setting in. But Riley Campbell, with a quarter of an hour to play, puts Moreton Bay back on parity. Now 1-0 up at half-time last week. The Thunder ended up going down 4-1. You'd hope that they wouldn't suffer a similar capitulation this week. Going to remain strong for this last 15 minutes up against the Jets, who might come home with a wet sail. Here's the goal scorer, Campbell. Sails past Arop. Sticks the hand up, says, good ball, I should have anticipated more. Frankie. Webber. Forced across the field though. Corner of the box. Opens up for the Thunder. Into the back of the legs of Mitchell. It's almost a crowded box. Hatfield. Still there for Hatfield. Skimming ball along the park. In the direction of Dunn. Cleared away by Bernardi. So nervous. Last quarter of an hour for the home side. Campbell. Arop. Couldn't squeeze in between the two defenders. Riley Campbell then continued and tried to put some pressure on the keeper. Arop. Mitchell. Loses out. Webber. Off to the races. Deflected cross in. Hatfield in search of it for the Thunder. Byrne. Falls into the path of the Jets in the way of Ben Harris. Jamonde. Arop! Wasn't facing the right direction. Bernardi. Janowski. Oh, he couldn't handle it. Sale with Campbell in close proximity, providing the pressure. Kept in by Bernardi. The Thunder player down in the background. Tension once more. Pirianavi, the Moreton Bay coach, animated on the far touchline. While this break and play continues, I'll remind you again that tomorrow, a double header in live streams on the Football Queensland Facebook page. In fact, there's 2 players down for the Thunder. Yes, live stream tomorrow from the FQPL. Ipswich Knights at home to Mitchelton. Of course, we saw the Knights last week in that valiant 0-0 draw against second place Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Great defensive effort from the Ipswich Knights, finally keeping a clean sheet. So join Simon Smale tomorrow on the Football Queensland Facebook page. Ipswich Knights and Mitchelton from the FQPL. That one coming up at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on Sunday. And then at 5 p.m, it's NPL women's action with Darren Lutton from Walter Park. The Jets, Moreton Bay, take on Mudgeeraba. Now a change being made for the Thunder. And I think it's Jordan Howard that is making his exit. And I'll pick up the player making the entrance in just a moment. So play restarts, and the substitute is number 19, Mitch Tansky. So another corner for the Jets. Become a bit of a regular occurrence over the past quarter of an hour or so. And glance wide at the end. Think it might have been Mitchell. Glancing header from the corner. And couldn't steer it in the right direction. So still nervous times for the Thunder. 10 plus stoppages remaining. Jamonde. Free kick for the Jets. Plenty of instructions being barked out on the park. 2 in the wall for the free kick for the Thunder. Set by Sale, the wall. Here comes the free kick. Crowd of players at the edge of the 6-yard box. And Sale, I should say, make sure it doesn't sneak in. Mitchell. Bernardi. Capello. As the ball drifted in. Arrott puts pressure on the keeper before the defensive clearance comes in. Fox has got a crowd of blue shirts to negotiate around. Gets it back again. Fox takes a deflection. Sale can't handle it. And the Thunder escape again. They're riding their luck at the moment. Players limping. All hands on deck for the Thunder. Another corner for the Jets. Here it comes again. Thunder able to clear away. And then Phillip. Now can Hatfield beat Capello here? He stripped him up. And the yellow card goes to Hatfield. It's the third booking of the night. There's all sorts of barking going on out there at the moment. Tense times, as you could imagine, given the scoreline. Ball black in play. Booted along by Bazad. Thunder come away with it through Tansky. Slides past Hatfield. Mopping up his burn, back for his keeper. Points Bernardi in the direction he wishes him to go to. Once again, booted along by the keeper. Turn comes from Phillip. Good work from the Thunder. Frankie gives it away momentarily. Thunder come back up with possession. Around about 5+ stoppages remaining. We might see about 5 minutes of stoppage time though. So plenty of time for one of these teams to come away with the full 3 points. Miscued clearance from Hall. Touch on from Weber. Tansky. And now it's Hall. Held up momentarily by Capello. Half pace at the moment. Mitchell, Bernardi. Jamonde the target. Can he reel it in? No, too fast. Even for the man known as Free. Let's take one last check around the grounds before we wrap up here. So 17 minutes gone in the NPL. It's Brisbane City 0 up against Olympic 0. Just a reminder of those 4 games kicking off at 7 o'clock. The Brisbane Royal Youth up against Magpies Crusaders. Redlands up against North Queensland. Cairns against Western Pride. And Lions against Gold Coast United. As the Thunder build here once more. Goal kick for the Jets. And in the FQPL, half-time, and Southside Eagles and Roachdale locked up at 0-0. 40 minutes gone, and Holland Park lead Wolves by 2-1. And Peninsula Power have blazed away from Capello since when last we checked in. Peninsula 4-1 leaders over Capello with a minute to go to half-time. As Jamonde looks to steer it into the near post. And yet another corner for the Jets. And one going to kick off in around about 20 minutes' time. South United hosting Sunshine Coast Wanderers in the FQPL. So here comes the corner. There's a crowded pack. Somehow the Thunder have kept the ball out of the back of the nets. Turn comes from Mitchell. And once again, Sale called into the action. 3 minutes plus stoppages. And you have to say it's for the Thunder to hold on for a point. Jets coming home with a wet sail. What's the indicator this time? Another corner. How many corners is that now for the Jets? It must be getting up towards a dozen. 13. This time it'll be a goal kicker. Let off for the Thunder. So about to enter stoppage time. Free ball for the Jets, who look to be readying another substitution on the far side perhaps. Arop. For the skipper, Janowski now. Janowski. Kept in by Sale. Releases relatively quickly. Frankie. Perhaps it's Thunder's turn to have an opportunity to seal the 3 points. Byrne lofts it long. And Arop caught offside. Frustration all round from everyone involved with the Jets. Sale content to put that one well forward. On by Hall, then Phillip. Fox tries to outrun his man. Fair challenge, says the referee. Bernardi, good win for his side. Janowski, Capello. Janowski, free man out and left, and once again the flag's going to go up against Arop. So we've had a few serious injuries, or injuries that have required some attention. As I said, I think we're going to get at least 4, perhaps 5 minutes of stoppage time. Thunder still keeping their chances alive though, despite coming under sustained attack, and it was launched very quickly by Bazad, really before his side had time to regain their shape. Just needed to hold it up for a couple of seconds to allow everybody to regain their places. I know the Jets are searching for the 3 points, and the time is limited. Just requires a little bit of finesse sometimes though. Campbell. Turnover to the Thunder. That was Lobwayne. Now the Jets have it. Arop keeps himself in an onside position this time. Mitchell. Won't fall for Jamonde, who is the widest player out here on the right for the Jets. Thunder about to make another substitution here in stoppage time. Presumably just to delay the play that little bit longer. And coming on in 22 is the man we mentioned earlier on, the 16-year-old, Alec Gasky. I think it was 13 he was replacing Lathan Dunn. Win by Capello. Not effective. Falls straight to Hatfield. Getting a bit dewy out there at the moment. Players struggling to keep their footing. Fourth minute of stoppage time being played. Thunder bringing into their attacking half. Phillip. Byrne gets to it before Hatfield. He's going to have a bit of a run here, Bayzad, out of his area. Brought down by Jamonde. Was he fouled? Yes, says the referee. So late drama here in Gatton. A late free kick. Near the attacking third for the Jets. Four minutes of stoppage time played. Oh, and in the nick of time, they've once again escaped the danger of the Thunder. Oh, so close again, the Jets, to the 3 points. But not to be. How much longer does the referee have on his watch? Forward by Mitchell. It's Jamonde on the left. Someone behind me saying the young kids from the Thunder hanging on. That's exactly what they're doing at the moment. This looks to be a long throw into the box. Here's Fox for the Jets. Tug of the shirt. Referee playing advantage. Hatfield comes to Bernardi. Beats Bernardi. Hatfield zeroing in on goal. He's trying to beat Fox. Can Hatfield seal the 3 points late here for the Thunder? Counter-attack led by Chris Hatfield. Six minutes of stoppage time about to be completed. Arop. On the turn, Jamonde. Harris. Pirianabi points to the goal and says, let's get there. Once again, a long throw into the box, trying to use that tall timber of the Jets. Jamonde nods on. Spectacular attempt at the end from the Jets. Was it Fox? It won't matter nonetheless. The points are shared here at Gatton in this NPL Round 10 clash. It was Anthony Grant who scored for the Thunder on 27 minutes. The substitute, Riley Campbell, equalising for the Jets with 15 minutes remaining. That set up an exciting end to this game. Chance late for the Thunder to perhaps clinch the 3 points. But at the other end, Jets had many opportunities as well, but the Thunder defence has held on. And the final score sees both sides collect their second draw of the season. Southwest Queensland Thunder 1, Moreton Bay Jets 1. Just a reminder, as I've said before, doubleheader in the live streaming tomorrow from the FQPL. Ipswich Knights against Mitchelton at 3, and at 5 it's Moreton Bay up against Mudgeeraba in the NPL Women's. But from Gatton, it's time to say goodnight and wrap it up. Southwest Queensland Thunder 1, Moreton Bay 1.